Hey guys, here's a little video I made about my Innovv K5 that my latest purchase for my street triple. I'll run you through some components they came with and then we'll look at the installation. So we've got the 12 to 5 volt converter, and then comes with a number of brackets and mounts for all sorts of combinations to use. And we've got a micro SD to USB converter, got a microphone. That's the 4K camera and the main unit all in one, pretty heavy. Then we've got the GPS unit for reception, and then we've got the remote control. Also the rear camera, 1080p, and yeah, we'll see here's how I install it all. So on the seat I've got the 12 volt to 5 volt converter, and that's fused up with a 10 amp fuse, I'm pretty sure, and goes straight to the battery. For the parking mode, when you enable the parking mode, and the system will need to record the footage if detects motion and gets bumped and kicked and whatever. And we've got the yellow wire that goes, I tapped into the light, license plate light, number plate light. That's for ignition, so it only starts recording when that's that one there. It only starts recording when you start the bike on, when you turn it on, and then it stops recording obviously when you turn the bike off. So from there then I ran a number of cords underneath the tank. I pulled them out through the cover here, and underneath that bracket, and they end up in the front here, which they split and they go just in between the light and the front out, for storage. And then some other ones that come across this side, and again they're just tucked in there for now. The camera is mounted just under, that's the 4K camera here, so it's just mounted at the underneath the lights. So that bracket here, it's standard, came with the bike. I drilled a hole in the middle of it, and I put two nuts. That's a lock nut and a regular nut, and so they don't get undone to come off. And then I've got all the cords that come out from it, tied them up with a ziplock tie. That's the antenna, so they're all sort of very sturdy there, so it's not moving in the wind to break or anything like that. So from that bracket there, where I drill a hole, then that bracket, the top bracket comes, I don't know if you can see, but all that bracket and this system here, they all come with a camera. So yeah, that's how I adapted and mounted the front camera, and then it's dead straight in the middle. Then what I did, I measured the distance between here and there, the clearance. So I made sure that distance here, where the fork compresses, that's shorter than this distance here between the camera and the wheel. So yeah, I've got more space here, so we can compress if it needs to all the way to the bottom, and the camera's still not gonna hit. So make sure you've got enough clearance there if you mount it that way. Then I'm running one of the cords. It's coming just underneath through here, and then that's the GPS unit. It's just double. It comes with some double tape M3, and just stuck there, so it's got good it's still protected from the weather. It's waterproof anyways, but it's at least the sun doesn't destroy it, and it's got good GPS visibility there. Then I mounted the remote just with a tank with the brake fluid canister there just underneath, and with the 90-degree bracket again comes with the unit. So the remote, as you familiar, if you've got one of these systems, one press records the current, moves the current footage into a protected folder for further editing or to catch the event that you want it saved, so it doesn't get overwritten by the next footage. And then double press on that, takes a shot of both front and rear camera, takes a photo and puts it in the photo folder. That's about it with that part. The rear camera comes just, so what I found is, for now I've got a bit of a plan for later on, but for now that's the license plate here. Just in the corner of the license plate I drill a hole. I had a hole already that I'm not using for the license plate, and I'm using the block and the bracket and everything that the camera comes with. So the view is, I'm happy with the angle and everything. So then what I did is I ran it just above the tail tidy here, and I drilled a little hole in the plastic right where it joins with the tail tidy. I drilled a tiny hole the size of the wire, and then so that hole is actually here, so it's right, it comes right, it was a hole here in the plastic already, so it just comes out nicely, and that goes again further to the front camera. Unfortunately, the front camera is the main unit as well, so all wires have to go to the front camera. And then I just use some glue gun to insulate a bit. That's that. The last bit is the microphone. Initially I had it just sitting, just clipped on this wire here, but the sound wasn't that great because it was picking up the sound at the front of the bike, and then the exhaust is at the back, and it seems like it's not deep enough. It's just a very high pitched sound. So now I ran the microphone back, which is this wire here. I just sort of put some velcro ties with the quad lock power cable, so they're sort of sticking together. There they go underneath the tank again. And I actually mounted, you can't see, but it's under here. You have to take this side off, and I just clipped it, mounted it nicely. So now the sound is a little better because it gets a bit of, it's actually on this side just behind here, which is not far from where the exhaust is. So it picks up a better sound. Don't mind my exhaust because I removed it to do my buffle, to wrap my buffle because it's a bit too noisy for my liking. So that's another story, but yeah, that's it. I might just as an idea for what I'm going to do as a future improvement for the camera system is I'm going to 3D print a bracket custom to sit over the top of this, and like hug that side, and then it will be bolt and nut locked in there nicely. And one is gonna have a bit more weatherproof. Here it's a little exposed. Being there will be a bit under. We'll have a bit of roof above it. 1 and 2 will be even harder to someone to just snatch it, to just pull it, because it will be a nice chunky bracket that I'm going to make for it, and also anything that the tire splashes, which at the moment if it's very rainy, the splash just comes probably straight onto the camera, but if it's up here you would think that the license plate might break some of that splash. So yeah, that's my next thing. Anyways, enjoy. If any of these ideas help you mount yours, give a thumbs up to the video and enjoy. Bye.